Hello, everyone. Welcome to the webinar. My name is John Benson. I'm a partner here at the law firm of Penglase Benson. We're located in Bucks County, Pennsylvania, just north of Philadelphia. And I want to welcome you to the webinar today on how to land on your feet following a divorce. Now, I understand in the age of COVID, this is probably not the first webinar you've been to, so you know how a webinar will usually work. However, some of you, if not all of you, have either experienced divorce for the first time or are about to experience divorce the first time. And you have a lot of questions, you have a lot of fears. You're wondering, what is life going to look like after the divorce? You're so focused on the problems that are around you right now that a lot of people don't look at what's going to happen afterwards. And that is what this webinar is here to do, is to give you information on what the next stage of your life looks like. It's important for you to know your confusion about what the next stage of your life is going to look like is not a new one, and you shouldn't feel bad about that. What you've been through or what you're about to go through is not your fault. What we want to do, though, is provide you information that will make the next stage easier for you to go into. With our attorneys here, we have a combined experience of more than 20 years of divorce experience. We've handled a lot of divorces in that time. We've seen a lot of divorces end well, and we've seen a lot that have ended not so well. And when we went back and we looked at all those that ended well and had very successful transitions into the next stage, they all had various things in common. And at that point, we realized what really went into a good, successful divorce for people. And we compiled this list and created this webinar to be in response to that so that you could have the tools necessary to move into that next stage. You may not know what the next stage looks like, but we do. And that's why we wanted to create the webinar for you today. So I hope that you have a pad of paper and a pen with you. There'll be a number of things you can take some notes on as we go through this. And if you ever have any questions, you can certainly always contact us here at the firm. We're here to help you as you move into the next stage. So with that, we want to get right into the presentation for today. And again, we want to thank you for coming and joining us on this webinar on how to land on your feet successfully after divorce. Now, divorce, we know, can feel very scary and, for most of you, very overwhelming. There are so many unknowns both during the process and after the process. So in this presentation, we're going to share practical tips to help you emerge from your divorce confident, healthy, and excited about your new beginning. We know that it's hard to plan for the future when there are so many unknowns. The best thing you can do is to gather the facts and information as you are right now to put your mind at ease. Many people who are stressed and overwhelmed before and during the divorce are struggling because of all the unknowns. So the best way to achieve the peace of mind that you're going to need both for yourself, for your children, for your family, is to start filling those pieces in now. In addition to answering the unknowns, it can be helpful to learn how to accept your new situation. What you want to do is you want to start by trying to avoid thinking that this situation is either good or bad and simply seeing it for what it is. Adapting is the best solution for negativity. Divorce can bring out the worst in people, but you don't have to go down that path. Practicing acceptance means respecting the process and the current place, and also acknowledging that everything is or can be temporary. For example, instead of thinking you or your marriage has failed, understand that this is just a feeling of disappointment that you are experiencing, and use it to revise your plan for the future. Divorce can feel like one of those situations missing the light at the end of the tunnel. However, there is no darkness without light. Even though it may seem impossible, there is always something to be thankful for. You should get clear on what your goals are during and after divorce. Divorce is an opportunity to reset your life. We want you to get clear on what you want your life to look like after divorce, not what your friends think your life should look like, not what your family thinks your life should look like. not what your ex thinks your life should look like. What do you want your life to look like? So here are some tips that you can discover that will help you truly transform your life during and after this process. What you should be doing is you want to question the things that you want. Next, focus on the things you want, not on what you don't want. Give yourself permission to dream big. Consider ideas that you never thought possible. Don't think about what others expect of you. Next, you want to make your financial plan. So you want to think through your debts, your assets, your liabilities. Financial unknowns create a ton of stress, and the failure to create a financial plan can get you into real trouble. So you should work with a financial planner and create a realistic budget and plan as soon as possible. Many people don't have a financial planner. Financial planners can be easily found just by looking on the internet. But if you don't have a financial planner that you trust, one that can help guide you to your own financial independence now that you are moving on to that next stage of your life, please contact the firm. We have resources. We can help get you in touch with various financial planners who can help make this process and these planning techniques simple for you. Now, here's a few steps that you can take to get a better picture of your financial health. First, create a list of your current income and expenses and tally everything up. This should give you a general idea of what's coming in and what's going out. And we're saying general because it's likely you're going to forget a few things at this stage. So we just want a general picture here. Next, you want to start tracking every purchase. If you're not used to watching your earning and spending that closely, the insights that you're gaining by this process are going to be invaluable. And finally, you should take this information and draw up a budget. Based on what you spend and earn each month, you can create a realistic budget. If your expenses are far off from what's coming in, you're going to need to make some spending adjustments. This may mean downsizing or looking for additional income. How you budget is up to you. The clearer the picture you have of your finances, the more secure you're going to feel over time. And I can't emphasize a budget enough. A budget is really going to help you, give you financial clarity, help keep your expenses under control, and give you the ability to find out where you're spending money needlessly. If you do not know how to do a budget, if you don't have a sample budget, please give our office a call or visit our website where you can download a financial budget and use that as you move into this next stage. Next, you should be realistic about your lifestyle. Most of the time, your lifestyle will be impacted. You're going to have less disposable income after a divorce, so you need to be realistic. You may need to adjust your lifestyle in order to stay financially healthy. As we've stated, as you know already, divorce is stressful and you're facing pressure from all sides. It's very easy to neglect yourself, especially your emotional health. So you will want to see a therapist to make sure you're taking care of your emotional health. Again, if you don't have access to a good therapist, please contact our office and we will help put you in touch with a number of different therapists who can help your individual needs. When your emotional health suffers, other aspects of your health can suffer too. Plus, when you feel good about yourself, it's much easier to cope with the ups and downs of divorce. One of the best ways to give your mood a boost and to feel better about yourself is to exercise. Any form of exercise that you enjoy will do. Physical activity is going to release feel-good hormones for an instant boost, and the more you exercise, the more confident you are going to feel over time. Another way to improve emotional health is by developing a passion. Whether there's a new hobby you like to indulge in, or one that's been long forgotten, taking the time to pursue a passion is a sure way to give you an emotional boost. No matter what it is, whether it's gardening or collecting rare antiques or painting, it's important that you find something that you enjoy that brings you happiness and do it as often as possible. Surround yourself with positive influences. Life after divorce can be disorienting and sometimes very lonely. It's important for you to surround yourself with positive influences who can keep you upbeat and focused for the future. When couples go through a divorce, you may find that certain friends will take the side of your ex. It's important to grow your circle of friends and surround yourself with people who understand what you're going through and who will support you. If you want, try joining a group or a meetup group in your area to expand your circle of friends. Making new friends without your ex will help you regain your individual identity. A vacation, a night out on the town, or even just a trip to the movie theater can get you excited, so you need to put those things on your calendar. This is an important way to stay motivated and excited about your new life. Now, we don't want to forget your kids through this whole process. While it has been very difficult for you, it has also been difficult for them. So you need to get your kids into a new, healthy, normal routine as soon as possible. Your kids rightfully are a top priority both during and after your divorce. You're going to sleep much better at night knowing that your kids are healthy and secure. So you want to work with your ex to get your kids transitioned into their new normal routine as soon as possible after the divorce is finalized. When it comes to parenting, even married couples disagree on how to raise children. It's essential for the well-being of the children to make every effort to be on the same page with your ex when it comes time for co-parenting. You and your ex may never see eye to eye on everything, but there are a number of recommended do's and don'ts when it comes to co-parenting after divorce. Don't compare yourself to other people's situations in divorce. You need to do what's right for you. Everyone's going to have an opinion on divorce. And while that's fine and sometimes healthy, you need to seek input from your family and friends. And remember that ultimately this is your divorce and it's your life. It's so important that you use this time to get clear about what you want your life to look like. Don't let anyone else tell you what your divorce and your life needs to look like. Now, there's no doubt about it, life after divorce can be tough. Even when it's the best thing, you may still experience days of remorse and sorrow over a relationship that has ended. But divorce doesn't have to be the worst thing to ever happen. A lot depends on your perspective and how you adapt to your new situation. So let's review what not to do following your divorce to help you maintain a positive perspective. Any high emotion situation can cause us to act out of character or make erratic decisions. The best way to come out of this in a good place is to make decisions with a clear head and take steps to be proactive rather than reactive. Number one, say or do anything to your ex out of spite. Never do this. It can be tempting in the moment, but in the long run, nothing good will come from it. So do not take anything out on your ex out of spite. Number two, you don't want your kids to have to take sides. It's not in the children's best interest to know the details of what has gone on between you and your ex, or to feel that they can't share their affection with the other parent in front of you. Third, don't go on a spending spree. Chances are your finances have changed drastically. Retail therapy may provide temporary relief from your situation, but it's only going to cause stress in the long run. Next, you don't want to share too much about your divorce on social media. The internet provides a false sense of security and, for some, can lead to oversharing. Keep in mind, anything you post can be saved and used against you. Others don't need to know the ugly details of your divorce. Save this for conversations with your close circle of trusted friends and loved ones. Next, keep tabs on whether your ex is dating or flaunt your new relationship. Don't do that. Snooping on an ex will always lead to hurt feelings. Similarly, if you're dating just to get back at your ex or showing off a relationship to hurt them, then you're going to be on polar opposites of moving forward. It is not going to be good for you. It's not going to be good for your family. Moving on after married life will look different for everyone. The goal is to find your own happiness and live your best life. We are here to help you with this process as you are moving into this next stage. We have a number of resources that are available for you. If you need any help again with budgets, financial planning, financial planners, or any type of counselors, please contact our office or visit our website for more information that you can use to help as you transition into this next stage. Now, we understand how difficult the divorce process can be, which is why we're dedicated to helping you through each step. Life after divorce comes with so many opportunities. It is up to you to take advantage of them. It's essential to practice self-care, stress management through the divorce process, and to embrace your new life. If you need any help with this process, you can contact our office at any time. You can always contact us by calling us at 215-348-4416. You can visit us on the web at penglaseandbenson.com. You can email me at any time at the letter J, Benson, at penglaseandbenson.com. You can also find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and of course on YouTube. And so once again, we want to thank you for joining us in the presentation today. We hope that this has been helpful as you move forward to the next stage of your life. Remember that you can transfer onto the next stage of your life successfully. If you follow just the simple steps that we've laid out today, you will be in the best position to move forward successfully into that next stage. The next stage of your life does not have to look scary. It doesn't have to be scary. So it's important that you practice the tips that we have provided with you today. And if you ever have any questions, you can always contact us at the contact information that we've previously provided. We hope that this has helped you move into the next stage to get a good idea of what the next stage looks like. And we wish you well as you're going into the next stage of the process. Again, if you have any questions, if you have any needs, if you need to talk about what that next stage looks like and how to successfully transfer into it, then please give us a call at 215-348-4416 or visit us on the website at penglaseandbenson.com. We wish you well, and we hope this has helped you today. Have a great day, everyone.